Well, we got some downtime. Let's see. Let's make a good use of our time. You guys wanted a full breakdown of all the tools? Let's go. And we got a scenery. Yeah, this is majority of my toolboxes. This is what I carry every day. This is another carrier that I have. Don't worry, I'm gonna break all this down. This is my toolbox that I have currently using all the time. And these are the older boxes that I used to have. I haven't used this thing in forever. Don't mind all the crazy stickers. I was young and dumb. And another heavy box. I used to use that for engine changes and all sorts of other heavy work. So let's start with this one, and then we'll go around, and then we'll do these two. It's gonna be hopefully not too long of a video. We'll put these aside, and we're also gonna clean them up. I got some isopropyl alcohol right here. We got some lube if we need some nice crow oil for ratchets and whatnot. And then the squirt bottles, rags. Let's set all this up and clean this one out, and then we'll do the rest. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody, and as promised, a new toolbox video, a tour of the rest of my toolboxes. And I'm telling you, as soon as I got halfway through this video, I realized the mistake I made. This is going to be absolutely embarrassing, and this is a pure example of what not to do. But then again, it's okay. It's my toolbox. It's my stuff. It's the way I enjoy it. But the overall view for this is the variety of tools that you might need as an aircraft maintenance technician. And I'm going to just simply explain to you what you should be spending money on and not spending money on. You guys watched my older video. That's my old dad's box. My dad gave me that box. It holds incredible sentimental value for me, so I keep on using it because I love it. I know it looks crazy right here, and trust me, it all makes sense in my mind. It's organized chaos for me. Pretty much any airline you work for is going to require you to have a minimum tool list, which they will provide you with the tool list. Some companies actually provide you with the tools. My company does not. I have to buy my own tools. Also, every company has a different policy when it comes down to tool tracking or accountability. We work on an honor program. You maintain and track your own tools. But there is a stipulation to this. Any kind of calibrated tools are issued by company, such as torque wrenches, tire pressure gauges, things like this. Those are maintained and tracked by companies. That means you're not allowed to have any kind of calibrated tool within your toolbox. Okay, let's get to the tools themselves. A good set of vice grips and good set of channel locks are great. There's many different brands, but I like these. These are Craftsman brand. Some good wire cutters. These are made by Snap-on, especially like the long neck, and it can get me into nice tight spots. These are unique wrenches right here. These are called speed wrenches. I bought them forever ago. You can find these on Amazon, I believe. Here's the brand name of it. Now you're going to notice predominantly most of my tools are going to be Snap-on, but you also have to remember I've been collecting these tools and accumulating them over 25 years of my career. If you're just starting out, please do not go out and buy all Snap-on. You don't need to. They are very expensive. If you do want to buy Snap-on, there are particular things that you should get Snap-on because of the quality. For example, Craftsman sells crow's feet just as good. You're going to hear me mention this a lot. Don't be scared to mix and match your tools. They don't all have to be the same. A good set of flat blade screwdrivers is necessary, especially ones that come with a lifetime guarantee. Trust me, you're going to break your screwdrivers at one point or another of your career. I love it how it says on the side, don't use as pry bar, but that's exactly what we use it for all the time. Ratcheting screwdriver is something that you should invest in Snap-on. They make a very good brand. I have two of them just right here. I got two more at home. But once again, I diversify. I got other brands as well, such as Vera. I got its little brother right there, the Stubby. And this one has a removable shaft. In fact, there's a modification that you can do to the other screwdriver that you can make it into a removable shaft. But that's modifying it. It's basically taking off that top portion of it right there where you select to go left or right or, tighten or loosen. And there's a C-clip that you take out and it makes the shaft removable. Okay, let's keep on moving forward here. Let's go down and take a look at the ratchets. I have more ratchets than I can poke a stick at. Just insane amount of ratchets. This is your 3/8 ratchet right here. Bendable neck, very useful. Obviously Snap-on, but I also have Craftsman. That's a 1/2-inch drive, and the one next to it is a 3/8 drive. Oh, by the way, all tooling within aircraft manufacturers, whether it be Airbus or Boeing, use SAE standard. Yeah, surprise, surprise, we do not use metric. There are a few things that does use metric, but predominantly it's all Imperial system. Moving on to the 1/4-inch drive ratchets. Here we go. I got way too many of them as well. I have some kind of an unhealthy obsession with these things, so don't judge me. But once again, I diversify. Let's put these down. You're going to see another one right here, and this one's made by a company called Capri. Very similar design, and it works well, and it's a lot more affordable than a Snap-on. Something like ratchets, you do want to invest in good quality, and that's something that's going to last you a long time. For example, this is, again, a snap-on, but this is one of my favorites. I really love this thing. I probably use this one the most. Okay, we're done with the ratchets. Let's move on to the sockets. It's interesting to me that most people assume our tooling is going to be massive because we're working on such big machines, right? No, it's actually small. Most of these components that are attached to the landing gear or engines are attached by small fasteners. You're going to be using 3/8 and 1/4 inch drive majority of your work. Socket and wrench sizes are going to be mostly, let's say, 3/8 inch or 1/2 inch or 5/16. 1/4 inch sockets. Yeah, it's very small fasteners. Once again, diversifying within my socket sets. Look, this is a Capri socket set. These are 1/4 inch sockets. Oh, by the way, 12 point. By 12 point, not 6 point. The 3/8 drive socket sets were from Craftsman. Do I have an identical set of snap-ons just like this? Yes, but I choose to use these. Okay, one of the most important socket sets that you do actually need to have, and they are very expensive, and I will recommend Snap-on or S&K. Your swivel or universal socket sets. These things are a game changer. They're a lifesaver. Highly recommend either S&K or Snap-on for these. Once again, these things are not cheap. I collected this set over the years, and it's a mixed bag. There's S&K and Snap-ons in there. What I'm holding in my hand costs close to $700. Worth every single penny, by the way. I also forgot to mention, a lot of these tools could be hand-me-downs or pass-me-downs. A lot of this stuff I got from my dad, too. Also, some schools, while you're going to A&P school, the major manufacturers offer discounts to students. So definitely take advantage of that and look for sales. Just do me a favor, don't end up knee-deep in debt with the Snap-on, man. On to adapters right here. These are Craftsman. I just got them stacked up neatly like this. It's step up and step down adapters. Just like I enjoy my plethora of ratchets, I also like extensions for some reason. Various sizes, various manufacturers, thing ranging from 1/4 inch to 3/8. I even have some 1/2 inch stuff that you'll see later on. I am especially a big fan of where they put the grip right here at the center or the center body of the extension. It definitely helps out if you need to turn by hand. The reasoning for me having so many is because sometimes the sizes can vary as well. To get to certain components, accessibility, sometimes you need a longer one, sometimes you need a shorter one. You get the idea. Okay, moving on to these sockets. Now, this is a special blend of sockets. This is a mixed match because I collected these for particular jobs. Something like this right here, 1 1/8", that's for an igniter plug. A deep or shallow, for example, an inch socket would be for an IDG bowl. Also got some weird socket sizes like a 13/16 or a 13/25, whatever. It's for removing the bolts for Airbus brake. But anyway, I digress. But as you can see, my 3/8 inch sockets are Craftsman. Moving on to wrenches, these are my favorite. So these little combination wrenches, or whatever they want to call them, they're very handy. Inside is 3/8, the other one is 5/16. A couple of them from Capri, I got one from Snap-on. You'll see the different design of it, it's slightly angled. And I also got one from Craftsman. Reason I like these is because they're very tight tolerances. And the sidewalls are very thin, so it can fit into really tight spaces. As always with Snap-on, you're going to pay the premium price, but with the Capri ones, they're actually very affordable and very good quality. Okay, moving on to my regular wrenches, and I'm using this Craftsman pouch. And yes, I know it looks unorganized, but it's very organized for me. I stacked them up like this, it just makes it easier for me to find. One of my favorite brands, Gear Wrench. Absolutely love them. Very affordable, very good quality. And one end of it is ratcheting, so that helps out a lot. The other ones are Snap-on. Those are not ratcheting, those are just regular wrenches. In this particular pouch, I have everything ranging from 1/4 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Trust me, I got bigger wrench sizes, you're gonna see them later on. I go all the way up to, I think, 1.5 inch. But I rarely bring those out, literally, almost never. I know somebody's gonna say it in the comments, how come you don't make a box and shadow your box? And I'll be honest with you, I need to upgrade my box. I need to buy something like a Pelican. Do need to shadow it, it'll make my life easier, but honestly, I've been too lazy. Look at that, Popular Mechanic. I have not used that one in forever. How did that sneak in there? Anyway. Hey, take a look at these little baby ones. These are little ignition wrenches. Once in a while, I'll pull them out and use them, but rarely I do. But you never know. It's good to have. Okay, some more combination wrenches right here. These are also gear wrench, but these are stubbies. Highly recommend, very useful, especially in tight spots. If you're wondering where I got the clip that holds them, that came from an old engine stand. Here's a good rule of thumb when you're starting out and you're working and you are actually collecting your tool pieces and sets. There's gonna come time where you don't have the tool and you're gonna borrow from one of your fellow technicians. The rule is, if you have to ask more than twice, then you better go get your own tool. I don't mind lending tools, but if it becomes excessive, I'll be like, you know what? Go get your own. Moving on, standard crescent wrench, get various amount of sizes, they'll come in handy. Don't matter what brand you pick, it doesn't matter. This one I got from Harbor Freight. This is a crescent wrench, but it's called a Ford wrench. Very useful, especially for hydraulic lines. One of my favorite tools right here, I bought from Home Depot. This is a rigid, and this is not even any kind of aircraft maintenance related. This is a plumbing tool. I call it a Chevy wrench because, you know, it looks like a Chevy. You know what I mean. But this thing is incredibly useful. Again, for hydraulic lines and to beat on something. When in doubt, hit it with a hammer. A nice little breaker bar right here. This is a 1/2 inch one. You can get a 3/8 inch one as well. I've seen some people have it in their tool list of a 1/4 inch breaker bar, but I think that's useless. And a nice dead blow hammer and a tape measure that I need to replace. This thing is dying on me, falling apart. Okay, here's a nice little overview of everything I got in this box. I'm not going to waste your time of showing you how I clean the box. I'll take care of that off camera, and we keep moving. I got 2 more boxes and 2 more pouches. It's starting to get dark too. Let's try to wrap this up. I'm going to clean this up, then I'll show you the rest. Okay, one done. And yes, I know the lock is broken. I need to fix that. I need to get a new box anyway. On to the next one. Oh. These are not lightweight. Oh, good lord. Look at that. These are plastic stickers. If anybody knows what that's from, you definitely worked in a union. Okay, one thing I got to tell you about these 2 boxes is a lot of miscellaneous things back and forth through them. Probably more junk in here than there's tools. It turned into me like I used to use that thing a lot, but I stopped using it. Then I started using this. And then I stopped using this and I started using that. So in here, you're gonna see lots of miscellaneous things. You see a lot of extra redundancy. You like my cheater bar? There's another one. Again, this was used for a lot more heavier work, but you're also gonna get a bunch of just random tools. So again, I just still don't use these. Man, I think this was from A&P school. So is this. S&K. But, you know, sometimes when you leave these kind of tools all laying around, you never know. You might come in handy. What is this? This is a Mac. This is a Mac extension. This bunch of random... I don't even know, guys. More picks. I gotta organize this and make it better. And this is my own fault, so I'm not blaming it. Nobody but myself. Like when did I ever use that? I don't even know. When did I ever use that? Again, heavy work, during super heavy work. Random sockets. So here's the bulk of it. There's going to be a lot of big heavy wrenches in this one. Let me unpack it, then I'll show you. At this point, I'm not even sure why I'm showing you guys this. This is just an unorganized mess, but it's okay. You know what? I'll own up to it. These are really good for hydraulic lines from S&K. Again, bunch of different style wrenches, combination wrenches, box end wrenches. Yeah, different sizes. Some nice snap-ons, big boys. Nice chrome. A couple of nice speed handles. I like this one. This was my favorite. That one's from Snap-on. This one's also from Snap-on. This is the classic version. Let's see now. More set of wrenches. Again, miscellaneous. Got gear wrenches sitting around here. I am a horrible example of this. Do not follow what I do. Another set of gear style wrenches, but these are from Mac. At one point I was buying tools left and right. I have no idea what I was doing, but there you go. Now you have a collection that I don't know what to do with. Big sockets, jaws of life, just in case. These are really good for engine changes. Another set of these. A brass hammer, because you never know. And look at this. I believe that's a 1/2 inch. Yeah, that's a 1/2 inch extension. Just again, using it for a very particular reason. I'm not even gonna bother cleaning this up. I need to take this home. Almighty, I'm almost embarrassed to open this one. I think I know what's in here. Just a whole load of garbage. Nice stickers though. You know what? Let's see. I'm gonna do it. Let's see what happens. Nope, 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 nope. We are not gonna do this. No, absolutely not. I know this. I realize this thing has turned into a junk drawer. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. What do I have in here? That's brand new. I don't think I've ever even used this. Okay, no, I am not going to waste your time on this one. Sorry. No. Stig, you need to do better. I'll just move on to what I got in those two and we'll call it a day. I don't want to make this video longer than it already is. Yeah, exactly. That. See what I mean by now? Embarrassing. It's all right. You can punish me down in the comments. Let's move on to the daily pouch I use every single day. This is stapled to my hip at all times. Look, this is the Vera I was telling you about. Extremely good screwdriver. This is not a ratcheting one. This is just a regular screwdriver with a little compartment right there for bits. But they also they also sell a ratcheting style. Very good company, German company. Awesome products. A little bit on a pricey side, but well worth it. Ergonomics on the grips are phenomenal. Knipex, absolutely great company. I love them. I got various sizes of this. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Yes, just like everybody else, I saw and fell for the Snap-on commercial and bought these things. I'm sure you've seen it. You know, the little commercial or the video where the guy picks up a dime with this thing off the floor. Yeah, I fell for it. Another pair of channel locks, also from Craftsman. I believe Knipex also makes these. Safety wire pliers. Okay, this is really important. Matco or Snap-on or Bluepoint. Bluepoint is basically Snap-on. Now, there's various styles of this. Make sure you get this one, and that's reversible. Don't fall for Snap-on's new product or their new design. That's horrible. Also, Matco's is exactly the same, and it's cheaper. Some Allen wrenches, Allen keys, I call them. For some wild reason, I keep a set of ignition wrenches right on me. I have no clue why. I probably used it at one point and said, you know what, just keep it in there just in case. A small set of gear wrenches right here, also keep in the pouch. Once again, these things I get to use on a daily basis. So I keep what I really, really need. Most of the time, this is all I need is to work on a line. If I need something heavier, then I would go to the box. Let's see what else we got here. I believe these things are called hemostats. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, very useful, especially when working on small components. I got this little baby ratchet thingy right here. I can put a bit on there and, you know, do what I gotta do. I think I got that off some off-brand Amazon site. And I keep a set of feeler gauges just in case. Oh, this one's super special. I bet you won't find this anymore. They don't even sell this anymore. That's a very rare screwdriver. It's reversible. You go ahead and look this up on eBay and the part number, watch. They sell them for like hundreds of dollars. This is a very rare tool. I just use an old medicine container right here to keep all my bits in there. Yeah, it's nothing special. It just works. And of course, we gotta have some crazy glue. You'd be surprised how much stuff, interior stuff, actually gets fixed by crazy glue. Okay, that's it for my pouch. And now let's go take a look at the secondary pouch, which I rarely ever use. Oh, and by the way, if you were curious on what type of pouch I'm using, it's this. Now, I used to use a different type, which was made by Tough Built, also a good brand, but I needed to upgrade because I keep overstuffing my tool bag. Okay, this pouch, I should say, I bought a while back, and it's made by a company called 511. Great bag. I have actually 2 backpacks from them. Great company. This thing is supposed to be like a grab-and-go bag, but I repurposed it as my tool pouch. You're gonna see lots of redundancy here, a lot of the same tooling that I just stuffed in here. Okay, first off the bat, let's see what we got here. A bit holder right there. We got a Leatherman. Oh, by the way, my side carry, I also carry a Leatherman. I am a big fan of the Wave. I have the Surge, I have the Skeletal, but the Wave is my go-to. I think I got like 4 of them. There's one on my hip as well. Some people like Gerber or other brands. Me, I'm a Leatherman guy, always been, always will be, and the Wave is my go-to. Point being, have a multi-tool with you. Another pair of safety wire pliers. Notice this one has the soft jaw in there. 1/4-inch sockets, deep and shallow. These are Craftsman. Let's see what we got. Another pair of vice grips right here, needle nose style. A plastic scraper. I have no clue how that got in there, but probably scraping off sealant at one point or another. Let's see, let's go to the next pouch right here. Another snap-on ratcheting stubby screwdriver, and this one is really nice, ergonomic. Yeah, these are very awesome. And it's also got the removable shaft. A spool of safety wire, 32 thousandths, and then this little pouch, and guess what's in here? Anybody guess? That's right, more ratchets and more extensions and more universal sockets. I told you I have an obsession with this. If anybody's keeping count, I think I got over $1,000 of just ratchets. I know I haven't shown it to you or my rollaway because it's not at the shop anymore. I brought it home because I have no need for it, but I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. If you're just starting out, I see you roll your $10,000, $14,000 rollaway box into the hanger, I'm gonna laugh. You don't need it. If you really want a rollaway and you're consistently working in a hanger environment, sure, but go to Home Depot, go buy one of those general brands. Please do not waste your money on those aircraft carrier looking boxes. You don't need it. Save your money. Now, if you're working in a heavy station and you've got plenty of experience and you've collected many of these tools over the years, yeah, at that point, sure, go ahead and invest if you can afford it. Otherwise, you really don't need it. You can work out of a simple toolbox or a simple tool bag. Just make sure you're organized and don't be like me, like this. Like I told you from the beginning, this is an example of what not to do. But I also said, these are my tools, this is my setup, this is how I like it. But I promise I'll do better, probably the 3rd tool video. I'll probably get a nice Pelican, do the whole shadowing, and yeah, it'll be fun. Hope you guys enjoy this. This was a practical way of me just talking about my stuff the way it really is for me. And to any of the tool brands that I mentioned, I will not feel bad at all if you would like to sponsor me. I'm just joking around. All jokes aside, I really hope this was helpful to everyone. Oh, this one. I'll throw that in there. But yeah, you get the idea. This is why I don't really use this anymore. I don't use that anymore. I don't use that anymore. All I use is that, and I'd say 80% of the time, everything I have is in here. Man, oh man. Hope you guys managed to get through this whole video. Stig, do better. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Stig signing out. Later.